Alright, what is going on, world? So I'm live on Facebook, we are live on YouTube. Alright, let's get the show on the road. So just last week, I had just posted a video saying that we're seeing a hyperwave on the QQQ to expect markets to bubble. And I expect the risk-on environment, and I did say that it was going to influence Bitcoin too, right? And we just haven't seen that volatility come into BTC just yet. But on the traditional side, a lot of the charts that we were watching, they've done what we thought they were going to do. Spotify, Shopify, ROKU, right? I mean, those are some of our biggest movers in the last 2 days. If you guys bought the options, traded with us, you crushed it. We crushed it. I crushed it. I'm going to kind of pull up some of those moves that we capitalized on. So some of these, Spotify, right? Bought for $145, sold it for 10. That's every $145 turned in $1,065, right? We did this twice. We did this with Roku too. Bought them for $240, flipped them for $10.18, 10 plus. That's when I signaled my exit. I'm not gonna hold them any longer. So some people are like happy with these 10% altcoin pops, and some of you guys in VIP are probably disappointed. I'm not signaling a whole lot of alts, but we're focusing on where the faster, more volatile money is, instead of trying to chase these pumps. And if BTC ends up going on a rager today, tomorrow, or the next day, it's going to go ahead and stop out all the, any progress you make with alts, right? That's if we do have a stop. If you're not having a stop, you're going to get crushed like you did in 2019. So, there was a reason I talked about the QQQ Hyperwave. For you guys that watched the video, that did trade traditional with us last couple of weeks, I'm just going to pull up Spotify. There's a bubble. And when you see charts like this, right? This was this weekly candle. This was just today, right? This gap. I think it was. Yeah, it's 2 days, right? This thing's at an all-time high, and it ain't stopping. It ain't stopping. We do have targets for these, and this one did hit our target, right? And that's kind of how we're trading them. We're waiting for the pullback, getting into something that is not really blown off yet, taking the calls few weeks out, right, at the targets that we like to play these rejections on, and just sending it, right, not doing anything, just buy and wait. We actually bought these yesterday. What's up, Kevin? Marshall, what's up, man? I know, man, stonks are going crazy right now, right? Roku is actually Coach Kev's call, and that one just freaking went nuts. It's not at an all-time high yet. I do think I'll come back and pick this one up on a pullback if there is a pullback. But yeah, this is another one, right? From $140 to 1,000. 800% gains like crypto 2017. So there's definitely a bubble going on, right? There's definitely a little bit of a bubble. And what's up, Bryce? Right? And we haven't seen BTC react, right? And that's what's daunting right now, right? Some people are trying to short Bitcoin, thinking we're gonna get a move back down, right? They draw this wedge and they think, every touch of support is going to go back. Every touch of resistance is going to ping pong right back down to support. If you think price coming down here with a bubble in traditional markets, I don't know. I think something's wrong with you, because every single time BTC has gone on a bull run was during a risk-on environment, right? Right here, 2016, 2017, markets were bullish. 2012 going 2013, markets were bullish. If you haven't read my Medium publication that I put out back in December, there's a link to it in the video description. Just make sure to read that, because that correlation is real. We actually called the big correction, and now I'm still long here, looking for the next break, looking for the next leg up. All right, let's go back to the QQQ. All right, that's where the bubble is happening. Did have a really long, elaborate intro today. on the weekly, you know, we're past that February high. We're not past the last high, but if this thing keeps going, like I think it will, we're going to 286, and there's nothing your friends, the bears, there's nothing anyone can do to stop it, right? That's just what bubbles do. That's just how it works. Let's get it off log, right? So we're nothing you can do to stop it, right? All we can do is find good entries, get out of targets, play it safe. What is the S&P doing? The S&P is lagging, right? And that's, you know, it's actually past the 61.8. I do think, you know, SPXS calls. I might get into some of those tomorrow. SPXL calls, right? If this flag breaks, we're going to 372, and once again, there's nothing you or your friends can do to stop it. There's nothing the Fed can do to stop it. It's just the nature of the beast. I'm not seeing the same hyperwave here. Maybe I don't want to see it, or the other one's easier. If this was a 1, I'm not seeing the same hyperwave here, right? So you might as well just get in like TQ, which is the ultra long for the Qs. I did signal the TQ on Monday. Signaled it like a market open back here, saying, you know, this is a bear trap, and I did come out and that's the wrong chart. There you go. Right, I saw my target highlighted. My target, you're down here at 84. Target was 91. Target 2 was 104. So if you guys took those positions, and I haven't even changed this chart since I drew this chart. You know, that one's in the money. I think our next one's going to do 104. I'm not quite ready to take it. Maybe not. Maybe you do take it, just not a super heavy position, right? Yeah. What do you guys think? Marshall, I know you've had a pretty strong 2 weeks with me. I don't know if you're still waiting on Microsoft, but I am. All right, so, you know, personally, I'm probably going to stay out of the S&P, just going to focus on, you know, the strong one, right? And that's the Q, that's the tech sector. And part of what makes up the QQQ, right? Apple. What's Apple doing? Is it bubbling? You know, sure enough, I thought we were in a COVID recession. We're not, guys. This is like the wildest bubble of your wildest dreams, and if you're not trading it, you're gonna miss out on a lot of pretty good returns. I mean, this is what happened in December, January, right? We saw this. This is, what's the daily? Sorry, this is the hourly. Right, this is February, this is December, right? So from December to February, right, that was before the COVID drop. I'm gonna go ahead and get you a timeline up here so you guys can see better. There you go. November, right, December right here, and then all the way up to February, and that's what I'm talking about, right? 22% moves. That's spot trading, right? If you're in the right options contract on those, you make 2,000%, 3,000%. It's stupid. Like, it's almost more, it is more exciting than the crypto bubble of 2017. I'm going to keep calling it a bubble because I think that's what it is. And just because it is a bubble doesn't mean we're not going to trade it. It means we're going to ride it up, get out of targets, and figure out when to start shorting. All right, Bitcoins, thanks for the request. Looking up a snap. That looks good, man. Dude, that's like a mega inverse head and shoulders. This is gonna fly. Put this in Discord real quick. Sorry, guys. This is where I should have like a commercial to play, right? But don't snap. Kind of a bit of a reminder for myself. All right. So this is a pretty big inverse head and shoulders type of setup. Where are we on this last extension? This is going to 23 for now. Right? And it did retest. This was sick, man. This is a pretty good chart. Did you ask me about this last week? What did I say? Crypto Loco, what's up, man? Yeah, Beg sucks. This is gonna rip, man. It's going to 23 at least, right? And if I was to really like, if I was gonna bet big, long, further out, holy shit, it's still 25. Maybe it just, the scale of this chart makes it look super bullish. I think 25 is easy. I don't know how much those options are trading for, but I'm gonna look at it in the morning. Solid request. I was looking at Shopify, right? Shop. Look at that. I mean, if this doesn't look like bubbles, right? Look at this. Bull flag is breaking out. You know, some of you guys with like a bearish bias right now thinking because fundamentals are broken, that the chart, you know, oh, this is descending triangle shorting. Good luck shorting. Good luck shorting. All right, so something like Shopify, you know, it's got targets, man. It's got big targets. This is an absolute bubble. Look at that. Is there anything overhead? 1483, right? I feel like, dude, these fibs aren't real. They kind of are, right? You can't say they're not. And there's definitely fibs on the way up there. But it's valid, right? I do have open calls on here, right? 11185, got the 1150s. Weasel, looking at PayPal for you. Thank you guys for all the shills. PayPal. Oh, dude. Come on, man. You want to tell me that's not a bubble? Look at that. And, you know, people tend to think bubbles are derogatory term. It's not, man. A bubble is the most exciting market environment you can trade, right? It is where you make the most money. You just have to be careful. You just have to profit take, right? And look at this. Would you look at that? It's at target. At this point, I would not add to PayPal, not yet. I would want to see a retest. I mean, if this is anything like, you know, the pumps in the bubble we saw back in January and February, it could just go straight to 252, like full on balls to the walls. It could do that. Yeah, man. Did you show me that last stream? Anybody show me that last stream? You guys have really good suggestions right now. I mean, I'm not going to buy the top. Let's find one that hasn't popped, right? Because we know it's a risk-on environment. What hasn't popped that we're kind of expecting to? BTC is one of them, right? Ether is one of them. So, I mean, those are things you kind of want to look out for. Look up work. It's setting up early. That's Slack. Alright, weekly looks good. I need the daily, man, not the 1/2. Drinking a little coffee at like 9 p.m. just because I've been going to bed early, out, you know, since quarantine and stuff. Alright, what can we expect, right? This hasn't broken out yet. It's in that effing around zone. Let me throw on some harmonics. I mean, it looks bubbly, right? It doesn't look like pre-breakout, right? The hourly isn't really happy now. I would wait for a 30 retrace right down to 30, and then I'd buy like 37 or so. That's what I would do. Z1P. Oh, that one popped off. Holy smokes. Remember, guys, what I was saying? What was I saying in March? What was I saying about these dips? What did I call them? Somebody type what I called them in the comments. I called these liquidity grabs, right? And I said that what happens after a liquidity grab is a new all-time high, right? The biggest example of that. What is the biggest example of that? 2017. 2017 crypto. Bitcoin 2017, right? Anytime you drop 60%, you go to another high. Anytime you, right? Look at these, man. If you can't see them for what they were, if you didn't see them for what they were last time around, now you know. And these don't come very often. Alright. Zip. This is something I can trade. It's definitely consolidating above resistance. I think it's going, I mean, I don't know if I probably can't trade it because it's on the ASX, right? I don't think I have access to these. And no options. But I would go for, 716, 784. SPT. Alright, go ahead. I'm gonna just respond to like the comments as they come in. Fuck, dude, look at this. Excuse my French. This is another. What does this look like? What did we just trade today? This is an Australian one. What did we just trade today? It looks just like this. Boom. Right? Is this a bubble? Are we in a bubble? If you say no, just stop trading. Get the F out of markets. If you've been bearish since the drop, I don't know what you're doing. You're wasting your time. 250, 275, right? That's where this is going. 250. Do you guys get to trade options on the ASX? Fred? Looking at AL. You gotta excuse the long time frame TA. We're just looking at fib retracements here and extensions, right? Like a week ago, 2 weeks ago, what were we targeting? The 61.8, right? That would have been our target. Right now, it's below it. I wouldn't touch it until it's above. When it's above, if you get a good consolidation, I would go for a 61.98 right here. And you guys do have the fibs that I actually trade in different colors, right? So this was our target 1, that's our target 2, just like the Qs, right? Just like the TQ and the SPXL. I think my SPXL chart should be still annotated. Yeah. Right, we were here. I said 44 is the target. Now it's doing this bull flag. I might take out 51 calls tomorrow too. Kind of seems like a FOMO move. SPXL. It's kind of dropping these. And for our crypto followers, you guys, if you wanted more alt heavy TA, well, like, I'm just sorry to tell you, alts aren't making me the kind of returns these charts are, and one of our mottos is trade opportunity. So while we're leveraged waiting for futures to pop, we're taking advantage of these opportunities because they don't come very often, right? They just don't. All right. Is Bitcoin going to drop tonight? I wouldn't bet on dropping, man. If it does, let's do that. Let's hop into BTC. Weekly structure is still a descending bottoming wedge, which I'm a fan of. Daily structure still something similar. What I was noticing here is we're seeing something very similar to what I saw for that December rally. I don't know if you guys, some of you guys weren't with us for December, some of you guys were with us. You guys that were with me for December, it was like I was in Dallas visiting family for Christmas, and I signaled along. I'll show you guys what I saw. I think it was 240. Right, we signaled along down here. And 68, 69. We actually had a long from 7K. It popped up, we hedged, we added on this drop, and then it just lifted off. I'm seeing something fairly similar in structure on that intraday. I wouldn't say it's the same fractal, right? But it is sort of trying to set up for like an inverse head and shoulders. The fib ratios I'm not super happy with, right? They don't quite line up all the way 100%. We could get another visit to 91, right? If we drop tonight, to answer your question, if we drop tonight to 91, add, right? I mean, what do? We long this dip. I signaled down here for a long. Just wait it out, man. Don't get shaken out. Don't be the guy that longs here, right? And then gets out and shorts here and then gets wrecked on the way up, okay? All right. Oh, we're out on time. 22 minutes. We got plenty of time. Ether, same thing, right? I'm expecting these guys to start moving. I'm expecting some bigger, heavy moves from crypto, just because we're clearly in that super risk-on environment, and these charts just haven't done anything. I don't know what they're waiting for. Don't know. All right, you guys get any more chart requests, altcoins? Anything? I'll take like 5 more charts. You name them. One of the open alts I've got is FTT, right? We signaled it like down here, and that's what I'm saying. Like these spot gains are boring as. What the heck is 5%, man? You know, like I think Poly had made some moves recently. I saw somebody shilling it on, I think it was like CCT or something. I mean, 59% in May to November. Come on, man. You make that shit in a day. Right? So. Alright, going over beyond. Weasel, they're going to move each other, man. Risk-on environments. Check out my December paper. I don't know if you've read it. It's pretty good. All right, going over beyond. What are we at? I haven't even changed this chart, right? And last time I covered this was probably a week ago, and I said 165. 290 is the next one, man. Probably August, September. I don't know. I'm going to try to shop these out. I'm going to write this one down here so people don't just FOMO. Hola, Delilah. ETH, you know, same thing. I think they're just chopping sideways. We're not even at the 61.8. I mean, realistically, guys, right? The target's 262. How do you even fucking hit target? Same thing. Remove all drawings, right? This is the same thing as any other asset class we're trading, right? If it's above the 61, then we're going for the higher target, 344. But if it's below the bigger 61, then we're going for a 61. So, I mean, realistically, I think ETH has two places to go here. Up or up. And if it comes down, then, you know, bid 213 and flip 259. But I would not be like heavy shorting anything thinking, oh, I'm going to get wealthy shorting right now. Last person that did that and made the news was the poor kid that got messed up on Robinhood, you know, like not a good time to be short. All right, going over, you know, man, I've been banned from CCT and come back and banned and come back, and I don't know, man. I tend to like not be very active there unless I see something that I really can't stand. PPT, if this is the PPT you want, if not, let me know. ASX, so I'm assuming that is your PPT. I know what that stands for over there. Punch Protection Team, Perpetual Limited. That's not what I was trying to do. That's Fred. Fred, man, he's going to 36. I don't know what moves this chart, but this is, if this is like just a standard bull chart, right? It's not like a inverse chart. This is going to 36. I mean, almost everything that I've targeted between these two targets has hit the target. PPT, BTC. Man. Oh, you can't trade options. I mean, it's probably going to go up, right? Everything's going up. But is it going to stay up if Bitcoin turns around? Are you going to have a trailing stop? Right, there is a falling wedge here, and it did pump and dump right back down. What's volume on this right now? Right, another thing is, if you're going to get into these alt trades, make sure there's volume, right? Make sure you're getting on like 200 BVol, 300 BVol, maybe even like 150. Just, if it's like 8 or 9 or low volume, just run. Problem is, this wick, right? Did this rally complete, or what's going on with it? Looking at XRP, Raven. I do have a Raven bag that's just sitting there for months. Oh, nice. Okay, good pump, good move. I wouldn't add, right? Like, I'm not really trading alts right now. I know some of you guys are. Really, if you guys don't have options, if you have options, you should probably learn how to use them. I mean, Raven's got to be ready to rally, man. This thing's been suppressed for so long. I don't know if it's like a tilted head and shoulders. Let's give it a target and just move on, right? Let's do a burn and turn TA. It's already at target 1, 244. Target 2 is 298, right? Then if we're really going for a run, if this is really going to bubble, right? I mean, you gotta expect the bubble targets. I don't know if it's ready for any of that. This is what other assets are doing, right? I think this would happen like if BTC was to dump pretty hard. But in terms of market cycle, we're seeing alts rally now, which is exactly what we saw in like I'm gonna go to the chart and highlight the time frame. Okay, we see an alt rally now, which is exactly what happened in early 2019, Q1 through Q2, right? March, and then boom, BTC took off. So a lot of these altcoin pumps that we're seeing, that's just market makers generating themselves more BTC using alt, flip back into BTC and dump these bags. And then more abysses, well, BTC moons. Yeah, see? Do it. Make sure your liquidation is like safe, man. Alright, looking at Baidu, B-I-D-U. Baidu? What do these guys make? Is this chart really 1, 2, 3, 4, 6? Oh, you guys can't see the price. You guys say something when that happens, man. You gotta tell me my chart's off center. Come on. E 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. I don't know. So probably with a chart like this, and I don't know anything about it. It's not doing what some of the really bullish ones are, right? And that's all I'm gonna say. And yeah, I mean, is it gonna pop off? Maybe, right? But I mean, it's not like Netflix. You see that? That's a bubble chart. That's what I want to be in. Chinese Google. Ain't the real Google. Alright, going over Clorox. Fucking mooning. I mean, these guys probably unleashed COVID, right? Look at how... Look at this chart. If you think we're in a recession... I mean, we're gonna be in one at some point, right? This bubble is gonna bust. What does this remind you of? This looks just like the QQQ, right? I started with that chart, except for this one's way hyperextended. It's gone. There's no... I mean, if the world was ending because of a virus, you need to buy Clorox, guys. Now you know. 361, that's where we're going. Boom. Yeah, I mean, ATH charts and like, you know, that have really high extensions up. But I mean, you obviously don't want to buy the ATH. I mean, you could, right? I mean, it's like if you bought spot yesterday and you sat on it for today, you made 10%. If you did it on options, and you would have made 1,000%, right? So there's different ways to trade them. But yeah, momentum charts, man. All right. All right. I think that's it. I mean, let's wrap it up. Thank you guys for tuning into the stream. If you're not on Discord, hop into Discord. And if you're not trading opportunity, if you're not looking at other assets, if you're stuck looking at one asset, right, beating yourself up. I mean, you know, had I just focused on BTC for the last weeks, and I don't scalp, I don't trade small moves, right? I want the market to do the work. But in the last week, we haven't done anything. It's been range bound. It's not going to stay range bound forever, obviously, but focus on opportunity, right? Because during this time where you would have watched the chart for 2 weeks and got done nothing, right? Try to scalp here. I mean, forget this chop is to take your money. Don't even try to trade it. Just long low, hedge high, and wait for the breakout. And that's why I do that on crypto, right? Especially when all the other assets are flying. Anyways, make sure to hop into Discord. We're actually doing like on Monday. I even did it yesterday. I think Monday and Wednesday we're gonna open up traditional markets. The Legatus chat, just one of the channels. But I mean, we put the Roku play in there, which made 1,000% almost. We put the Spotify one in there. You're gonna catch a lot of trades in there. There's a few plays in there today that we announced, like Netflix and FedEx and AMD. So hop in at Discord, spend some time with us, get to know us. You never know. Maybe you end up on some winning trades next week. Maybe you have the most awesome trading week of your life, because some of us just had that and we've been trading for a while. Anyways, thank you for tuning in. Join us in Discord, and I will catch you next time in episode 3 of the Bubble. I didn't tell it. Bubble continues episode 3. See you then.